Galeras. This is me, Jaws Blake of the Painter Files podcast. This is Painter's Breakfast. Screwed it up immediately. Awesome. No, so I got a nice little kind of charcuterie thing going on. If you want to see real quick, one of these and a nice coffee. It's not going to be a long show. I got to give you a heads up on that. This will be one of our quicker shows we've done in a while because I have a lot to do today. But I wanted to make sure, you got all the love, The love is here. The love is always here. Because I love y'all. Y'all's my favorites. Hi. Let me set it up on the Instagram real quick. Give me a moment, if you will. There we go. Something weird. Preferably as far as this goes. Let me see. Painter's Breakfast. Really? Come on, man. Don't be it. This is the worst. When you want it to type, but it doesn't want to. So instead, you just look like a dummy on your own podcast, on your own stream. What you gonna do? I'll tell you. You need some food. Hola Galeras. It is I, Jaws Blake of the Painter Files podcast. Welcome to Painter's Breakfast. See, I transitioned it better this time. I got like a charcuterie thing going. I'm just gonna eat some food real quick. If anybody comes in, we'll have a little conversation. It's kind of a rush day, so this won't be as long as my normal episodes. So I apologize to those who love my long episodes, but to those people, I would say there are lots of shows to go back to. So I got a little kind of some Korean spices going on here. And some sweet pickles, which, as you know, if you follow me on anything, I do love me some pickles. Some croissants, some cheesies. Cheese. It's been a nice day so far. The week was a little harder. One of my friends got COVID. So, he's not been able to work all week, so it's kind of one man down. Which sucks, because he is very valued. He's an extremely valued person, as far as I'm concerned, with the shop. He's just a cool guy, so if you see Elton anywhere, tell him, get well soon. He's a good guy. Hello. How are you? What are you having for breakfast today? Got a little cheese, got a little bread, a little pickle, a little eggs, Keeping it going. A cheese stick. Little red chili paste. I can never remember the name of it though. And although Google is very present, I don't want to go check Google. I want to change its filter because I feel like it's kind of weird looking. There we go. Aha. Good morning to you. How are you today? Doing anything special? Ooh, I don't like that. That's weird. Doing anything special today? Are you? Yes. Yeah, for the most part, this is, like I said, this is going to be kind of a shorter podcast. I don't know why I keep saying podcast. It's going to probably be a little bit of a shorter show. I have a lot of stuff I got to do today. Which is good. But I hate to rush through things. Especially when it comes to painting things and doing all types of character stuff and etc. you don't want to like half do anything, but a rush is a rush, I definitely have a few commissions I have to get done. It's kind of a long list at this point. But I know I can do it. I had like a weird exchange over the weekend. This random person came up to me and asked if they could touch my hair. And they reached, and I just was like, no, don't do that, that's weird. Just a complete stranger. It's a very strange, like, just recovering from work yesterday. Finally made it to you on time for once. I appreciate that you have this love for me. Thank you. No, I mean, yeah, I've just been so tired with everything. I got my car worked on yesterday. I was in line. I don't know if you saw like my stories yesterday. I was in line for like an hour before they got to my car. I feel like you can check me in. The guys were super nice, but it was just wow. I used to change my oil myself. When I had my pickup truck. But now that we have our Mazda, it's so low to the ground. I could use a lift and just go under and drop everything and change everything, but it's easier to just pay someone at this point to do it. Because I gotta get my steering fluid, then I gotta get all this extra stuff that I gotta hold on to. I mean, I check it on the regular, but it's nice to just have like somebody who's professionally certified to do it. I remember working that job when I was like my early 20s. That is a hard job. People don't realize how hard that job is. They think it's just very simple. But there's a lot of danger in mechanic work. I used to get burned and cut and scarred, and got my arm trapped one time, hurt my hands. It was very difficult to do that and do murals and shows and all that stuff because like I was just so beat up. Strangers always be wanting to touch that the hair. Newer cars don't even have a dipstick on the check. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. I didn't know that like the newer stuff, like they've set it up so people can just kind of, they have to go to their dealership to get stuff done. Like I didn't know that about Tesla until someone told me. They're set up so like you can't really do anything to your car. You have to do everything yourself. You have to do everything through them. I saw these people who were like waiting in line, and they got to the front, and then they were told by the mechanics, they're like, we can't do anything with this. Like, you gotta go to your dealership. Like, there's a whole thing that goes with it. I'm like, no, I stood here for an hour. It's like, yeah, that sucks. You should know these things. It's a trip, you know? It's a real trip. Yeah, I don't know why people are so fascinated with like touching other people's hair. Like it feels strange, and I don't know. It just feels strange. It feels like a really basic thing. Because those people would never want any random person to come and touch them. So it's just kind of one of those. And then we opened up and had like a whole conversation. At first about that, and then just they were telling me what they do and all this stuff. It was really interesting, actually. Apparently, there's a trail that people walk. Apparently, there's a trail that people walk from Connecticut to. I'm trying to think what it is. From Connecticut to Georgia, which I was like, why? I don't understand that. They do it for fun, and this person was one of those people who like provides nourishment for those people. They give them food, they give them water, they give them all types of stuff. And I was like, wow, how do you find time to do something like that? Can I touch your skin? It's so white. Yeah, really. I love how like no one needs to point out like which person would try to do this. Of course, yes, they were white. I was trying not to be too specific, but people know. But yeah, it was just interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, what? Why do some of y'all pretend to be homeless? Like, I don't understand this. Like, why do you cosplay a homeless person? Like, they don't want to be you. Well, no, they might like to be you, but they don't want to be them. It's just so strange. I did see one of my friends who is a homeless gentleman a couple of days ago. I gave him a couple dollars, bought him some water. He just wanted some water. He didn't want food, so I just gave him some money. We've been having conversations for years. Still don't know his name. I think it's John, maybe. I feel like he looks like a John. But yeah, he's in a wheelchair. Super nice guy. But he has mental issues. And he's trying to like live and make it. So, when I see him, I try to give him, if I have money, which, I, like most of you, sometimes don't have any money. And I feel very bad about that. Sometimes just because I don't have anything to give him. But when I can, I do. That's all you can really ever do. So good. I wish I could share this with you. Oh, I ran into someone else from Trinidad a couple days ago. They're from a town right outside of where my father's from. And he brought his son in. His son is like 6'7". He's like 12. I'm blown away how tall this kid is. Every time I see him, he's like 3 times taller than I am. Hmm. I feel like even if kindness isn't necessarily returned, I think kindness is returned. You're right. Um, I think the idea of what people think return is sometimes is a bit skewed. Like they have this idea that equal. If you give out wealth, you have wealth, and it's type of thing. But I think just like bring happiness and touch the souls that you can consensually, and then I mean that's all you can do. The world would be a better place if we all kind of just tried to be nice to each other and do little things for each other. I know that sounds all hippie and stupid, but it's true. Like, we live our lives wanting to do well and survive. So, all you can really do is just try to do that. I remember years ago I saw this book. It was like a black and white photography book. It was really beautiful. And in it, they interviewed everybody in their neighborhood. They made all this art and they did all this stuff, and it was all kind of like people posing with the art, and then like little kind of snippets and stories and stuff like that. I think it was from Swoon, the wheat paste artist, and it was just amazing. It was one of those things where it was like it was an act of just kindness and joy given out, and then the reflection was all the people. I love that. I want to do that as a show one day. All right, my loves. I have to run. I'm do a crazy amount of things. Thank you for joining me. If you catch this later, please leave a comment. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Question of the day in the comments: what did you have for breakfast? All right. I shall talk to you later. No, it's not a hippie thing coming from an old hippie, but it gives my heart and psyche a break every moment, even for a moment. All right. Bless you, my friend. You are amazing. I love you, and I will see you later. Painter out. Ciao. Bye. Later, guys. Painter out.